All right, and we are live. Eric Roberts versus Danny Benavides. We got action. Race to 7. They call Eric the last word. All right, that's just a little cross chatter there. But here we go. And Eric has won the lag and set the break. Let me fix that scoreboard real quick. I get it. Thank you, guys. And that's a hammer. And here we go. Race to 7.
Edwards, you report to table 3. Report to table 3, please.
For table 11.
And Eric, aggressive shot. You bank the one to keep shape on the 2. John Benavides to the table.
I'm waiting. They were getting ready to break and everything up there. Hang on.
No, they just ran out of the printer and we're moving it up.
Yeah, they're getting ready to start, and I said, you can't start yet.
Yeah, they can.
No, I'm not
There we go. Draw back a little bit for the 2.
No, go ahead and let them play.
too late. I already told them to wait.
Now, do you roll past the 8? Or do you stay above the 8? That's a quality shot. That tells me a lot right there. He rushed that shot a little bit, and he's going to get fortunate because the 3 ball is not open. Eric's going to have to kick one rail for this ball. All right. I think last word is going to masse the edge of the 6. No, he's going to, yeah, he's jumping the edge. I don't know. I think he can just kick this ball and get the same action. But that worked out fine. So once again, John Benavides coming to the table, and nothing easy. Hey, Troy Hansen, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in the chat.
You're scaring me, Walter.
Now, the thing about those safeties right there, I think you have to play one ball, even though he hit that perfect. He gets an A on that because now he put the balls in play for himself and gave Eric a tough kick. Now, if he can get around, he can trap that 3 ball like billiards if he gets around the edge of the 4. Exactly right there. That's what he'd have to do. A little bit of juice, probably maybe 2 o'clock on the cue ball. He might be able to get there. He just has to watch out that the cue ball grabs. He needs it to grab, unless he has more space than what I thought. You know what? Now, he hit that ball with finesse, so that you have to control one of them. You have to either control the 3 or you control the cue ball. You know, you need distance. Well, and I like this guy, John, man. This guy gets down and fires. Now here's the tester. Now, you know what? If you're that good of a shooter, just cut it right in the corner. Nice attempt there. I like this under the 9 ball. He's shooting. He's not ducking. Eric said, I like it in the pocket, baby. Eric Roberts, no stranger to the spotlight, and I always told him, this guy is definitely, if he keeps at it, he will be a force to be reckoned with, because he already is, being as young as he is. And that just shows the quality of the junior national program, because Eric Roberts has been playing junior nationals since he was 6 years old. And it shows, baby. And that's a good shot by the Eric Last Word Roberts. Gets on the board first. I'm going to fix that. You're watching the Junior Nationals Championships. Eric Roberts versus John Benavides. Alternate break WPA 3-point rule. Being brought to you by OTW Live. Thank you, everybody that is tuning in, watching our juniors. I know it's tough. We have the World event down there streaming also, but it's good that you guys are tuning in with us too. We appreciate it. Yeah, it's real tough. I know. Absolutely, Brad Lawton. I like that. Yeah, no timeouts. You know, you got to get down and play. And he caught that ball inadvertently from the back, but he did get a correct hit. And Eric looking at kicking this ball from the back. I mean, if you can get there, it's worth it, because you can almost kick stick this ball. Now, what he didn't do, with the kick stick, you have to apply top English, so that when he catches the ball from the back, it stops it. Now, here's the thing. I think when you're down on a shot and you change your mind, I think you have to reset. I think you have to get up and then walk into the shot again to clear your mind of the remnants of the last shot. Absolutely, Dan. Tap, tap. That's right. ECA and the BF. Keeping pool alive for us. Wow. Wow. That was that's the diamonds. You have to hit them pure. And it's what my friend Salvatore said is smooth power. If you're drawing or following and you're putting, some juice on the ball, you still have to be smooth. You need a very fluid stroke. And there we go. Eric puts himself in a good position here. Stop shot on the 6, and he's in business. Beautiful shot. Eric Roberts is one tough cookie, and that's a fact. He just, he doesn't make many mistakes, and if you do, he makes you pay. Good one, Dan. So Eric must be looking to bank this 8-ball unless there's more of it that I can't see behind the 9. He's good. He's cutting it in. And now that was a great shot by Eric Roberts. He shows a lot of composure for a young man. Always admire his game. He is a competitor for sure. And going into the side pocket, I might not agree with that, but he's shooting it, so he must like it. And that's why I don't go in the side pocket. I shoot balls in the corner. Eric Roberts leads 2-0. I can thank title sponsor for the stream, J. Peach Hour Custom Cues. AccuStats Video Productions coming up in October. The International Open is back. I'm going to get Pat Fleming in the booth, and we're going to talk about it and give you all the insight that you need. You got to. Okay. Last word to break here. 3-point rule in effect. The cue ball got loose from him. If that ball didn't hang in the corner, he would have an out here because the balls are each, right towards the pockets. Now here's a problem. Where do you push? I got you. Yeah, Johnny. All right, so John comes to the table. The 1 ball is above the side pocket. If he applies some spin, he can get there. But the cue ball is going to be loose. Now, Eric's going to bank this 1 ball. And that's a good shot. Well, you went for the bank that time too. I think if you go for it again, though, to get shape, you're going to have to really rip this around the table.
But what I'm saying is that was our goal. We said that we couldn't. Right.
And he hit that ball good, too. It went right down the path where he wanted. I mean, he got a little fluke there, but that's okay. That's 9 ball. I'm telling you, I think Eric has the combination. He attacks when he needs to, and he also has a deft touch. And I think that's rare from a shooter, because I would primarily label him as a shooter. Looking to come under that 8 ball. Dan, you know what? I bet you I could find that out. I could just ask Earl. I had to think they would play, and I think that would be a jam up match. I mean, I think one of the years I was here, I seen Eric and he got second, and it was a tough match. And it might have been to Joey Tate. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough miss. Unexpected. Yeah, for sure. And that's going to be this is tough. Under the gun, back cut. You don't want the cue ball to get loose also. This is tough shot. He went for the bank. And that's going to lay up. Not exactly a duck. This is a little bit tough. And that's about the best speed that he could hit that ball and still have that ball go in. Quality shot there from Eric Roberts. If you're looking to get a new light system for your pool table, look no further than Littman Lights. www.littmanlights.com. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Hey, Todd Rogers. Yeah, he is. I absolutely agree with that. He's a fantastic kid. Always well-mannered, super nice, always cordial, and he's a little professional. If I had a team, he'd be on my team, that's for sure. And he's only going to get better. Only going to get better. John Benavides with a great break there. Nice. If he would have took a little pace off that, he would have probably made 4 balls. They each went to the pocket, but they came out. All right, let's see if John can figure out this puzzle at 5-7. Now, a little out of line for the 4 ball, unless he's choosing to play the 4 ball. up in the opposite corner. He's going to have to go 1-2. Up and under. Like that.
Well, we still gotta announce it.
That's a quality shot here. And he might get the angle.
No.
He might have, if he can play a combination. Maybe if he gets closer and play a 7-ball carom. And he was looking to get there. So now we get to see.
Evan Edwards, need to report to table 3. Over the 15-minute mark, he lost one game. Every 5 minutes is another game.
All right, here we go. He's going to have to pump it up.
So it's 7 games, then it could be 70 minutes. Oh, okay, very good.
Yeah, that was a toughie right there. So here's the decision. You play this combo. That 5-ball is going to head towards the opposite corner. You need to control it. So do you stun this ball? What do you do? That's a good controlled shot by Eric Roberts, realizing that put the 5 to the outside, he would still have a shot. You're going to cross the position zone. That's why you don't play those. You don't play those shots like that, because if you overroll it, you are going to be safe. And Eric took a flyer at that ball right there. John Benavides. He's going to have to take a flyer on this, and this is not an easy shot. Oh man, he hit that ball good too. And I want to say he was almost to the side when he's shooting that ball, like a billiard player almost, the way he was sideways. Eric Roberts can pick up an easy game here. And that brings Eric 2-4. Once again, we would like to thank our title stream sponsor, J. Peach Hour Custom Cues. Now, guys, if you want to help me out, you want to help out some of these parents, I do have a donation for a BK Rush. $10 for 1 ticket, $20 gets you 3 tickets, $40 gets you 9 tickets. Tickets will be drawn live on Saturday. You do not have to be present. We will ship the cue to you. You pay at PayPal, otwpromos@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Eric's changed sides on the break. This guy, he hits the ball a ton for being being a little dude. He gets the best of that. Eric Roberts is a great technique and attitude. One more revolution and he would have had him stuck under the 4. Been tough action. So here you go. Do you go for this shot?
Evan Edwards, table number 3. Report to table 3, Evan Edwards.
And he might get fortunate here. Look like Eric is going to jump this ball. Now, if you're jumping just to get to the rail, then that's okay. Yeah, he hit that ball right in the face. That was, wow, that was strong. I'm just scared you hit that ball in the face, that cue ball comes off the table and you give up ball in hand. It's all about control. You want to keep control of the table. Thank you all for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Billy Gibbs, what's going on? Sam Hoffman. Trick shot Dupree. Here once again the same shot. If he could get to the inside of the 5, then he could carry him it in. Eric's going to the air again. This guy jumps balls like Houdini, and he's going to have to keep that stick. So Eric, this is probably his 3rd jump. He's using this other break here. Sam, I would say not director, but he's here. Eric Roberts, very impressive with the jump cue. This ball is going to leak out. And here we go. Hey, you're welcome, Rhonda. Eric with a nice one railer here to set up this 3 ball. Just float this in. Come on out. Actually, he could go back and forth if he wanted to, like that. I think that's the better way. That way you don't have to slow roll the ball. For the side pocket here.
Edwards, Evan Edwards, table 3, report to table 3.
I think you go all the way under the 9 here. Eric says no. outside, and some stay up top. Good shot. That's the beauty about pool, I think, is that you're able to, different people play patterns differently, but I think the one universal thing is that they play the best percentage at that shot for themselves. Staying down, showing good technique. Eric Roberts advances 5-0. Wow. Wow. That's a strong break. Strong break. It's tough to really control your touch with bridge, but he got all he needed out that shot. Now you just take your time and bear down. If you cut this in your side, you can get shape on a three. And so the discrepancy was that the young man moved the 7 with his shaft when he shot. And he asked Eric, does he want him to move it or keep it there? Eric says you can leave it because the 7 was closer to the rail, making it a tougher shot. Eric with a nice layout here. Bobby Fuller, no, I don't. I don't know yet, but as soon as I find out, I can tell you. Thank you for watching. Of course. Bobby Fuller, I do know that, there was a gentleman from Illinois on the stream table. The last match, I think that was Brody. I think Brody was on maybe 2 matches ago. But like I said, as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. And Eric Roberts, dead perfect. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well appreciated. You guys are awesome. Eric Roberts on the hill. If you want to get on a hill, check out the Pichawa Rogue custom carbon fiber shaft. Oh, awesome, Bobby. Awesome, brother. Like I said, as soon as I can, I'll get the update. And yeah, tomorrow we'll have a treat. We'll have Sal Butero will be joining me for 2 days, so you'll have some high-level commentary, and I can sit here and crack jokes. It's going to be fun. And I'll have Allison Fisher. We're going to have a good time. I'm glad you guys hung around. Now, if that 7-ball wasn't in the way, I would have to lay some odds that Eric would try the 2-9 bank. But I think the 7 is fully there. Yeah, Bobby, I think Brody, I think he's a good player, man. I saw him hit a couple of balls really well. I think he just didn't get in rhythm. If you know him more than I do, let me know. But I think he just couldn't find his rhythm.
Justin Furry and Parker Huggins. You're going to go from table 9. You're going to play on table 3. Justin Furry, Parker Huggins, go to table 3.
Eric Roberts played a nice two-way shot there, attacking the 5, playing the deuce. And John's coming to the table. I'm not I'm not jealous of his shot on the 4. That looks triple tough. Yeah, you see, even if that was built in. That shot was really tough. He didn't have a lot of options there. He decided to take it on. I hit the ball with a good stroke. It just happens to hang up. Tough. Sorry about that. All right. A little spin music here to get you back on the 5. Watch out, 8-ball. Watch out, 8-ball. I see those little touch shots right there. I think you're better off served putting a bigger stroke on the ball and going more rails to get you the angle that you need. Because you don't want to be jumping and kicking and banking, when you're on a case game. But this guy's a wizard with a jump cue, I'll tell you that. And he might get a little luck. Okay. John, this is your chance, buddy. Unless if you don't have enough of the rail to get back from that 5-ball. Yeah, that's what happens, but he's gonna get fortunate here. I don't think Eric will jump this one. Well, I was wrong. Now, the problem with this jump, if you don't land perfect, that cue ball is going right off the table. Oh, man. He used up all his lucky charms on that one. So here's a little bit of trivia for you. If the cue ball would have stayed on the side rail and didn't fall to the bed of the table, is it a foul or not? Let's see how many of you guys in the chat room know. Dan, you called it, buddy. There you go. All right. We got a smart chat room. Thank you, guys. Definitely a foul. Awesome. Just checking. All right, Eric Roberts. I think, well, you never want to put the other ball by the 9 ball. But if you bank this 6 to the top rail, you might leave a carom for the 9. Unless you cut it in like butter. Wow, Eric Roberts, man, that was seriously ridiculous right there. Yeah, that's what I said, Dan. Wow, I can't believe that holds. I can't believe that ball held up right there. And he didn't hit that ball bad. It's just a testament to how tough these diamond tables are. You have to hit them good or they don't go. Right, Rafi? You just might. Oh, no. You know, Bert Kinnister had a tape. It was called That's a Hanger, How Do I Get There From Here? And that happens a lot to these young kids when the balls are deep in the pockets. They don't know how to navigate. Now, if he's going to cut this in, get the cash, kid. Stop it right now. That was ridiculous. A good shot, man. I love it because I don't want to see a whitewash. I want to see everybody get up there and do their best. No participation trophies, but just do your best. You're watching OTW Live 2019 BEF Junior National Championships. This is Ra Hanna. Like I said, tomorrow I'll have Sal Butera. I will have Allison Fisher. We're going to have a great time, and I thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, that's right, Dan. That's what I said. It's all the time. Is you have to, you know, you got to play these shots. You have to be precise, simply because that those shells are so deep, and them balls will hang up on you. This is a nice break. And see, you know, right there, if I'm John, I'm just thinking to myself, like, you really have to bear down. Broski. Thank you, man. I think so. So John Benavides with another chance. I'm telling you, you're good. With another chance here at the table. Tough shot on the 3 ball. I think he's sharked by the edge of the 6. Yeah, he was. So we just watched the magic of Eric Roberts here. And there you go. That's how you close escrow. You keep the heat on your opponent, but you know, it rolls out. That speed control, it has to be so precise because this table is fast. You haven't been on it for a long time, and it's tough. So, once again, this you have a, you know, that 7-ball play is really big. But if you go up and around, you should be okay. And there you go. I can't tell from his body English if it goes or not, but Eric looks like it doesn't go. So here comes the kangaroo stick. Eric Roberts is very adept at this grid. Last time it was this close, he got to the edge and it came out. And there's no fear on those jumps. Okay, you want to play nasty? Shoot the 3-9 combo and freeze him on a 5. Maybe the 3 doesn't pass the 7, but if he would see it and just shoot the shot the other way, he would be good. So he's just going to stop the cue ball here and sandwich him between the 5 and the 7. But he could do better shooting the 3-9 and freeze him on a 5. I know, Dan. He sure does. But I can't blame him. If I was as adept at it as he is, I'd use it too. He's looking to trap this 3-ball like a billiard player coming 2 rails here, if the edge of the 7 doesn't shark him too much. And here you go. It's another opportunity for John. Come on, John. Get it done, buddy. And I think when John watches this video over, he's going to realize that he could have played at 3-9 combo and just put him in jail on the 5-ball. And here's the thing, too. So you have ball in hand, and you look in the shape of ball that's in space. So if you just slow roll this ball, you can put it inside and slow roll the ball, you might trap yourself. So now he needs to float. And that's dangerous. If your touch, you're not feeling all that solid, you're in trouble. A stop shot here might get him the match. But if he plays that 5-7, and now he's on the wrong side of it, so he has to back cut the 5 to the 7, and 5's going down towards the 8-9. You see? And he put himself in that trap. He said, you know what, I'm just going to cut this in the side, run into the 8, and give myself shape. And just like that, right back into the match. No. No, John. One thing John had to do was stop that ball. He was good. Looks like he's going in the side pocket here. What a great recovery that was. I give the kids some points on that. But you got to stop making it so hard on yourself there, John. Good out. Very nice. And I like that. You know, don't give up. You know, still just play. Just do what you need to do. Eric Roberts a break. And dress up, Judy. We are going out. As my man Ginky used to say. So here, this should be, I think Mr. Roberts is going to handle his business right here. You just can't, you don't want to really get straight. Even if you're there, you have to spin behind the 6, and you just have to work. You don't want to work hard. You want to just close escrow and get on out of there. Careful of the side pocket. Now, this is what I'm talking about. You give yourself, you know, a shot, but this is tough. And the pockets like to spit balls out, so you're going to have to hit this smooth and good. Like that. Eric Roberts, great shot. And he's going to have to come with another great shot. Now, here we go. I'm going to show some technique here. Let's see if Eric stays still. No head movement. You know what? He's still at the table. Now, do you spin this in or you play safety? You know what I mean? You see, you give your opponent a chance. Oh, we might get the Florian colored time shot. And so right here is when, you know, you have your opponent dead to rights. You got to beat him up. You can't give him chances, because if this winner breaks, that guy wins your break, then he breaks and runs out, puts a couple of packages on you, and then you're in trouble. Okay. If this dresses up in the side, he's going to be sick. Not easy. Eric still has work to do, but definitely manageable. Look at his speed control. He's going through the position zone, and that requires perfect speed. Because as soon as that ball passes through the position zone, you are in trouble. So now, you know what? Don't even just take your medicine. If you're going to jump out the window, Eric, bank it cross side and try to put him in trouble. But if you do cut this in the corner, you're going to have to let that cue loose. You see what I'm saying? If you're going to do that, then you should have just went all out. You have to close the door on your opponent when you have the chance. Like Salvatore would say, you got to charge him. The opponent has to get charged. So I'm John here. I got nothing to lose. I can't scratch. I cut it in the side. Oh, and that's the Eric's thinking, man, just a little bit further and I'm good. Right here, this is nothing but trouble. Eric's looking to kick it inside. Problem with this, if you miss it, you sell out. And so John definitely is going to have to let his cue ball loose here. Wow, that was thin. Thin, thin, thin. Now, the one thing I would tell Eric, when you do, you're supposed to get up and get back down. Reset yourself in the shot. But when you cut them like that, oh, man. So that's what happens. You give those games away, and then all of a sudden your opponent feels strong. It's like, this guy can't put me away. And then your opponent gets pumped up, and then it's hill. And here you go. John Benavides said, I'm not going anywhere. Halfway there, we got action. Now, this kid, if the one thing he does do real good is break, he's got a solid break. His technique is pretty solid on that. He just needs to put the rest of it together, and he'll be all right. But Eric has to close the door on this kid. Watch this guy break. John Benavides. Listen for the clap. Wow, that's his first one. You know, that's the first one I think he put a little extra on. And I'm going to say this. I think Eric Roberts closes escrow right here. I don't think he gives this guy another. I don't think Eric gives him another chance. I think he closes the door here. And they're on a hunt for the cue ball. And here we go. I'm just going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Eric's out. Let's see. That's the only tricky part right here. And you see, like, there you go, right into the zone. When you come into the position zone, shooting the ball like that, you can't mess up because the closer you get, the better you get. Oh. Side pocket, one rail and back. I think if I'm Eric, I'm definitely taking a break. I'm definitely taking a break if I'm Eric Roberts. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to refocus. I'm going to put my brain back in one piece. I think that's what he would need to do if you want to get out. I think you would need to do that. I think that's what you need to do. All right. And there we go. Now, you see, that's what happens. You slow roll balls, and I think you leave yourself at the, the mercy of the table. So right now, he doesn't have the edge of this, but maybe you can slow roll and cheat it. Yeah, he tried. We both tried to invent a pocket that wasn't there. Bobby Fuller, I think so. I think so. I'm not super solid because it's at the other end of the table, and we're on the other side, mounted on some tables, and it took us a while to really get solid. And man, if this falls in Eric's gonna be sick. That's Bugs Bunny air brakes right there. Pretty solid. So, one way out of jail. Either two rail this ball. If you're going to run one rail spin this, you got to be careful. It's so deep in the pocket, you can follow this ball in. And Therese, you're right. It sure could. If you hit this, you got to hit it good and get out. Yeah. He's thinking to himself, how in the world is he going to not mess this up? And Eric Roberts is saying to himself, there's no way. So, right here, just two rails, and you handle close escrow. There you go. That's last word. Yeah. Oh, okay. Dylan Edwards. Oh, awesome, Bobby. If I don't know if it's necessarily a super big flaw, but I think that Eric should just really understand how to just close the door on somebody and don't give them no room. That's a better stroke. That's the best stroke he's hit from the rest of the night. That's how he was shooting those other balls in. And there you go. And Eric Roberts handles business. There you go. Good match. And John Benavides shows some good heart. And you got to just respect that.